What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, come on, you know I don't watch that shit.
Why not? Too scared?
No, it's just what's the point? They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
Oh,
okay.
What?
Are we starting?
Yeah, we're starting.
Okay.
You got to stay on your toes. On your toes.
On my what? On my what? My toads?
You got to stay on your toads, Burns.
Stay on my toads. I love my toads.
Guys, we're not going to lie. We don't have any
Welcome.
earthly idea what number episode
Let's
this
just try
is.
it. Episode 203.
It's in the 20s.
And we switch, and I also forget because we switched even odds, so I don't even know what direction to go to.
Yeah, I don't have any idea. Luckily, we have Eric. That's what he's for. He just tells us.
Well, you guys
goes
are listening. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Kim Burns.
And I'm Ketrin Porter. And together, we're
We're
Kim and Ket.
Stay alive. Maybe. We're a horror movie comedy podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're just telling you what's going on. Cheers.
Where's my silicone glass? Okay.
Oh, garbage glass. She gave me
Cheers.
a regular human glass. Thank
You're
goodness.
welcome. If you fucking break that,
I
I
know.
will end you. I will
It's like
literally
her
stab you
only
with the
wine glass.
shards of that glass.
It's her only wine glass, and I made so much fun of her that I was like, watch me shatter this tonight.
Did you know that? Okay, so for our wedding, we didn't really do like a registry. Like, I think we had a registry. Well, we did. We had a registry for like my old relatives that didn't understand what like honey fund was. Like, they were like, buy her honeymoon. I don't understand. Whatever. So we were like, we'll put some fucking glasses on there. I received, I think, when all was said and done, about 36 total glasses.
And how many are
Of
left?
About 16. That is not an exaggeration.
That's higher than I expected.
Well, most of them are margarita
Hidden.
glasses that I don't use.
Yeah, they're
or
hidden away.
champagne glasses that I also don't use.
Right, got it.
Pretty much 100% of the glasses that one would use on a daily basis, like the one that you are using right now, are broken. It's embarrassing.
You know, you just sometimes you got to know your flaws.
Like what? Like yours would be water bottles and drinking out of them without spilling. We all have our limits, you know?
You just got to stay on your toes in life because you never know what's coming at you.
Do we have any new reviews to sing for people?
Look, guys, we had to record a little ahead of the game because of the holidays.
We're so ahead of the game.
So we don't know what's going on
No.
when today is, when this is coming out, what's
Yeah.
going on. But what we have gotten is some new reviews.
Woohoo! Why am I like getting into this?
Ketrin loves it now, you guys.
No.
Ketrin loves it now, you
No.
guys. You know what else she loves? And Massey. We love you, and Massey.
Ooh.
And Massey. We love you, and Massey.
That's got a little ring to it.
I know.
I like it.
I really went into that one. Okay. Next is Andrew H. 1984.
You gotta change
Give me
up-
a beat of something. Give me a beat. Andrew H. 1984. Andrew H. 1984. Thank you for your review, 84. Thank you for your review, Andrew 4.
God damn it. You are off the
Charming.
charts.
Charming and lovely.
Yes.
Thank you.
That was phenomenal. I don't know why you've sucked me in, but you've done it. Just like our friendship.
I know. I was like, I do that with most things and people. They try to get away and I just suck them back in. Except men.
Except
They run away. Ghost me out.
they ghost me.
They just they fly away like little baby ghosts.
Little baby ghosts? Why are you dating baby ghosts? You need to date grown-up ghosts.
Okay. Let's be fair. For a while, I was dating baby
You
ghosts,
were dating
but
baby
I got
ghosts.
over that.
You
phase.
did. God, Kim used to fucking kill me because I just
It wasn't on purpose.
she'd be like, hey, I met this new guy, and he'd be like barely legal. And I was like, Kim,
That is A, an
please.
exaggeration.
please.
And B, it's because we would meet out in the world and
only young people go out in the world.
no, it's because I look younger than I am, guys. I think I
true.
act it too. I moisturize. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
No, she looks great.
I look fucking fabulous, and
does.
I can't help it.
And all the little
And
barely
I'm just
legal
so
boys.
fun that everyone thinks I'm also a baby.
Yeah. It was a
And
thing
then
for a
they
while.
find out, and there's fear in their eyes.
There's also fear in your best friend's eyes for you dating people 5 years younger than you.
Yeah, but I'm
even,
I'm not even doing that anymore.
It's more than
everyone. I've upped my numbers on all the apps.
I know, I love it. I'm more just like I don't have anything to say to anyone that is 5 years younger than me as a whole.
That's not true.
It's not?
No.
I guess not.
I also just like work with people that are like of all age groups. So
yeah, that's true.
some of my favorite people are like some of the younger kids.
I always hung out with people older than me. Like even when I was like 9, my best friends were like 14 and 15. So I think
I just don't discriminate. I'm not ageist.
I'm super ageist.
I love everyone.
I only hang out in old folks' homes.
Actually really loved old people when I was a kid. I would just
that's
go to like
cute.
the little Navy laborers houses. The lady neighbor houses and just talk to them for hours. And I'd go play. My grandma was part of like a senior citizens club, and it was in the gym of our school. So we would go after school on like Thursdays and play Uno with them.
Did you know that those senior citizen clubs that you're talking about are apparently rampant with STDs?
I think that's homes,
Oh, like they're just all fucking each other.
probably.
Which I'm like, go for
Do
it.
it.
You don't have any
Why not?
uteruses. Like there's no scare of
it.
pregnancy. Like just do
Get
it. It's great.
Yeah, I think syphilis is huge in old people homes.
Syphilis is huge.
All right. I'm done. Are
Well,
we got anything
speaking-
else? You got something for me?
No, but I did watch a movie, speaking of sex.
Ooh. Ooh. Do tell.
Yeah, so
I'm intrigued.
this movie was interesting.
I don't know what it
It
is.
was
I'm
pretty
very
good.
excited.
I would say it's definitely a horror movie, but it's more like a horror movie like Black Mirror, the show.
Harmony like Black Mirror. Okay.
Where like it just feels more like kind of a creepy Twilight Zone kind of extended Black Mirror episode, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And then in addition, our alive or dead game is going to be interesting because it no longer, for this particular one, there are certain things that may have left a character alive, but like it shouldn't have. So you're really going to have to think about, for the ones where it's like, what would you do? It's going to be very much based on like, in a logical person's mind, what would leave you alive or dead, if that makes sense.
So not in the world of the movie, more
Correct.
in my...
Yes. That's why I do ask, like, almost everyone is like, what would you do? What would she do for every single one? Because it's like, what she does is not necessarily
Is insane.
right. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So I watched Cam.
Oh, you did?
I did. I watched Cam on Netflix.
Was I supposed to watch a similar one?
No, I just didn't.
Okay.
No. I watched this
I
one
remember
this time.
you bringing two movies up together.
Mandy.
Yeah. And I actually was wondering if I was supposed to watch Mandy, and I just didn't want to do more Nick Cage at the moment.
I think it's fine. Those were two movies that are being talked about a lot. I didn't want one of us. I was like, we need to claim each one of those.
Right.
kind of
Got
thing.
you. I just was a little gauged out.
Well, this is going to make you.
Well, I've heard great things about Cam.
Yeah, it was very interesting. For our game, it's going to be, we're going to have to think outside the box a little bit, I think.
I'm excited.
Okay, so dead or alive? Lola.
Alive.
Lola, not Lola.
Alive.
Brother.
Dead.
Mom.
Dead.
Fox.
Alive.
Princess.
Alive.
Tinkle Boy. not his name, but that's what I thought for a long time. And it made a lot of sense to me later on in the movie, which I will reveal to you when it was revealed to me.
Dead?
Okay. Barnacle Bath Bob.
Barnacle Bath who?
Bob.
Bob. Barnacle Bath Bob.
Yeah. That also will become
Dead?
Okay. Baby girl.
Alive.
Okay. All right. So we open in a very, very pink room. It is a girly ass room, and we are looking at a girl who's just come into frame on a webcam. It's sort of that like kind of grainy, odd angle type of view where we know we're supposed to be looking at a webcam kind of thing.
Right.
She comes in, she's wearing nothing but underwear and like a varsity jacket. And she's having like sort of in real time conversations with the viewers of the show, quote unquote, that she's doing right now. She's like kind of talking in real time to them, which I didn't understand how it was happening until later. And I'm actually going to like describe the layout of her room later because it becomes important. But so like she's in this super very pink room and people are saying like, you know, like, oh, you look so cute and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, thanks, Tink. But like we're not hearing what they're saying, but they can all see the comments that are being said.
She's like a cam girl.
Exactly. She's totally a cam girl.
And cam.
Yeah. And people are paying her in tokens. And she keeps saying like, come on, guys, hurry up. Like, you know, I can't do the cum show until 10,000 whatever the fucks.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, I'm uncomfortable. So she starts pulling out a bunch of different dildos, and the viewers can vote on like which one she uses based on which one raises the most money. And she's paid in like tokens,
right?
Which is probably like Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But it's real money because we see later that like they are paying actual money, and it's just like, you know, 500 tokens, 10,000 tokens, like just money rolling in. And I was like, oh, this looks like it's anyway. Never. I'm like, I have a $2,000 car payment that is.
It's not something I've considered.
No,
let's just say that
it was like I feel less creeped out about it when my mechanic told me how much my car was going to cost to fix,
but not something I could actually do.
Yeah. So,
and how old is this girl?
She is like over 18. But very early 20s.
Okay.
I get the sense. So all of these guys are like voting on these dildos. And then all of a sudden she sees a comment from someone. One of them says, use a knife. And she's like as a dildo? Yeah.
Ew.
And she's kind of like kind of has to keep this smiley face because she's putting on a show, but she's clearly creeped out.
Right.
And he's pretty relentless, and all the other commenters can see what he's commenting. And so he's like, how much for you to use a knife? So she like blocks him, and he signs in elsewhere under a different name. And now he's like kind of getting the other commenters like a little riled up. And so he then types in, I want you to bleed. What does she do? And then what would Kim do?
I would block him again.
Okay.
I don't know. You know, I don't know enough about her yet. I haven't been in this movie enough. Does she? No. Does she do it? Does she use a knife?
So.
Shut up.
So what she does is she pulls out a knife from her little, you know, trunk of toys. And she's starting to sort of like, you can tell she's getting really bothered by cyberbullying, basically. Like they're bullying her. And she's like, is this what you fucking want? Is this what you want me to do? And she like holds the knife to her throat. And everyone's like, do it. This is insane. This is insane. And the tokens are just like rolling in. And her rank, which will become important later, is like kind of climbing.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck? And she's starting to get really freaked out. And I think she's really freaked out about like how much the other commenters are like really egging it on. Like there's sort of that very, really scary mob mentality happening.
Yes.
And she's kind of getting really freaky and everything is like going really fast. And she puts the knife to her throat and slits her fucking throat.
What? What?
Dead.
What the fuck?
So she's just like kind of hunched over, like she slits her throat and like doesn't even fall backwards because the blood just sort of like slowly drains. So she's just like sitting up, but like just her head bowed, and you just hear like the bring, 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 bring.
No,
of, like more tokens rolling in. And we're just like, what
the fuck?
And I'm like, cyberbullying. See, this is what we're talking about.
This is beyond.
Yeah. So then she looks up, pulls the fake neck off, and goes, gotcha. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Wow.
And everyone was just like, oh, that looks so real. That was crazy. Blah, blah, blah. And we're like, ugh, okay.
But she made all the money.
Yeah, she made so much fucking money.
She made all the tokens.
Yeah.
See, I could do that on a webcam.
Yeah. Well, so her show, quote unquote, is like pretty impressive. Like the amount of work that goes into it. I was like, man, like we need to take a tutorial from this chick for our podcast, just in terms of like organization and like innovative ideas and things like that. I think she should really be like a guru of some kind. So she pulls the neck thing off. Now the show's over and she's sitting at her vanity, like still in the pink room, and she's like recording a message on her phone, you know, like an Instagram story or something. And she like keeps recording it over and over again because she like doesn't like, you know, what she records. And she's still like covered in a bunch of fake blood. And we see that her screen name is Lola_Lola, but her real name is Alice. So now let me just describe the room to you. So her cam room, it's all pink. Mm-hmm. She's got this sort of like really nice vanity with a really big mirror on it. And then the computer screen that has the webcam set up on it is like a giant TV screen. Okay. So like when she's doing a show, she can see herself, like it's the size of my TV right here.
Okay.
But it's got like a gilded frame around it. Like it's just super girly. And so she can see like the comments that everyone's making along the right-hand side, and then herself in the picture, and the camera's on top.
And is the vanity near that? Or?
It's like off to the side. Okay. Yeah. So like she can kind of turn it if she's like doing something that has to do with vanity or whatever. And then everything else in the room is like her trunk of toys, and then just kind of like other like gimmicky kind of things. Right. Okay. So that's her room.
And there's like a bed. It's in front of like a bed.
I don't even know that there's a bed in there because she has another bedroom in the apartment. This is like only her camera.
Okay, so she's just like sitting in front of a camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I get the sense that she like brings in props, you know, like at one point there's like a hot tub in there. Like she just kind of brings stuff into this room. It's sort of like a room of requirement, if you will.
Okay. Oh, I will.
Will you?
I will.
So she's super excited because she's now number 53 in whatever this ranking system is. Mm-hmm. Like we don't actually know what the website is. We learn later it's called like FGL Girls, which I would love to know what you think that stands for, because I could not think of what it's. Fucking girls.
Lou. Fine girl lives.
Fine girls. Live.
Something live.
Something like that.
Fucking girls live.
Fancy girls live.
Fancy girls live.
So she's like super excited that she's number 53. And then she gets like a chat request on her laptop that's like sitting in front of her at the vanity. And it's a guy, it's Tinkle Boy. Mm-hmm. It's not his username, but I couldn't read it fast enough. And I learned later what it was. Tinkle Boy is like, hey there. And she's like, hi, Tink. And then she hits the little like charge button. So like anytime that she's talking to these people, she's charging.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And he's like, the knife was a nice touch. And she's like, oh, I couldn't have done it without you. So we learned that the guy that was egging her on like was in on it with her.
Well, I assumed as much.
Yeah. So she's like, have you found a job yet? Or are you still at MIT? So like she clearly builds personal relationships with these guys. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I'm sure that that's part of like her appeal.
Yeah.
And he's just like this awkward, creepy dude that you would think.
Can we see him?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we can see him. But like on a computer
I thought
screen.
It was just comments.
No, now she's doing like a video chat with him. So
she goes to MIT? I mean, come on.
No, she asks him that. She's like, did you get a job yet, or are you still at MIT?
Oh.
And that's where I realized that like she is getting to know these dudes because like she knows personal things about them.
Yeah.
So she's super convincing. Like that was one thing where I was like, she's really good at making these guys think that she's interested in them, which I was like, that is a talent. Like that is a legit talent that I don't have. Like
I would disagree with that.
For an extended period of time. The amount
I was like, I actually think that's one of your talents.
for like in short bursts. But like when you hear how all consuming this job is, it looks fucking exhausting to me. Like just completely exhausting. And it's the idea of having to like, you know, she's done her show. She probably just wants to like go lay on the couch and drink wine, but she gets a video chat and she has to be like, hi Tink. And I'm just like exhausted. That's exhausting. Like when I'm off, I'm off. There is no turning me back on at all. No pun intended.
Yeah. I feel like that's just I think that's a lot of jobs.
I mean,
It's
that's
definitely
why
a job that like, requires emotional labor.
Yeah.
Like I work part-time at a restaurant, and so like that is like, hi, how are you? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It doesn't matter like what I am doing. I have to like, and to be frank, I don't pretend. Like sometimes I'm just like, look, it's fucking someone I know died, or like it's a bad day.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be polite and I'm gonna give you your things, but like I'm not always gonna be like, hello.
But she like can't even have a bad day because like she drops in ranks. And you see that these guys that all they do is sit there and watch these shows. Yeah. They are tuning in to like the most minuscule detail of her personality, and they'll just go to another room. So it was really stressing me out.
I mean, I feel like but that it was the job.
And I just was like, you're never off the clock. Like she just answers her phone whenever.
But again, you can choose to be. I think we're just seeing the cam life differently. I
guess
think you
Kim-
can choose and
Kim
you can
is
pick
making-
and choose.
Kim is considering
You
some
can
things.
be your own woman in your cam life, okay? You can be
Yeah,
your
there
own
you
fucking
go.
woman, be your own man. You run your own hours. You're a goddamn entrepreneur. You make your hours when you want. If you want to just stay on all the time, you can.
Kim's Cam Girl channel is. So she's talking to Tink, and she's run a bath, and she's got the most luxurious bathtub I've ever seen.
Good bathtub.
My God.
That's the number one requirement in my dream home is like the best bathtub.
Yes.
I love a good
my
bath.
God. It was just like, and it was the one that doesn't have the drain that doesn't
Yeah,
allow
you
you to
fucking
fill.
can't stand
I'm
that.
like, I want to fill my bathtub. How much
All
I
the
want to
way
fill
up.
my bathtub?
I want it up to my fucking shoulders.
Motherfucker,
Stop draining it
telling me
down.
how deep my bath can be.
You don't.
God.
You don't tell me how deep nothing. I'm just sorry. Guys, this is going to be a rough episode. Oh no. Oh no. I just see where this episode's going to go. I feel concerned.
So she's talking to Tinkle Boy, and he's like, so let's get in that bath. And she's like, okay. And then she gets like another notification for like another chat.
So like there's a bath in the
She's
pink
carrying
room
her
now?
laptop. She's
Okay.
carrying her
Oh,
laptop
okay.
around at this point.
God, that's what I was
That's
confused
sort of what I
about.
mean. Like, so she does her show in her pink room,
Right.
But then she's also responding to text messages on her her business phone, quote unquote, and she's also doing video chats on her laptop.
Yeah.
She's just all over the place.
It's one of the reasons I didn't like having one of those jobs that was like sell stuff kind of things, like from your, where they're like, oh, you can work from anywhere. I'm like, yeah, you can work from anywhere, but you have to kind of be working always. And I'm like, at least like what I wear at like a restaurant, I can just like clock in, clock out, and I don't even like, it's blacked out the second I'm gone.
Yes. And that's
never think about it again.
And that's how I felt when I was working in like retail. Like I worked in retail for a long time, but like I do not have the patience for it anymore because like you can see my face.
Yeah, you're not good at hiding that
at all. I don't know how I didn't get fired from every retail job that I had because my face was just unmaskable. And then my job where I was like a phone customer service person at my job, that was okay because like I could make all the faces I wanted. All that needed to be like reasonable was my voice.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, also was
hard
not
to
always
mask.
reasonable. But I did my best. Don't fucking piss me off and I won't give you attitude. So we can tell that Tink is like, yay, let's take that bath. And she gets this other like alert for another video chat from Barnacle Bob, who I now refer to as Barnacle Bath Bob. I don't know why. I think I probably wrote Barnacle Bath, meaning to write Barnacle Bob. And then instead of erasing Bath, I just kept writing. So it's Barnacle Bath Bob now in all of my notes.
BBB.
And she's like, oh, you know what, Tink? I'm actually like pretty tired. I think I'm just going to like turn in. And he's like, oh, okay. Turns out she just switches over to Barnacle Bath Bob. And gets in the bathtub and she's like covered in all that fake blood. So like the water turns red right away. And like Barnacle Bob is just like, you know, super into it. And we get the sense that like Barnacle Bath Bob pays more than Tink does.
Assumed as much.
Right. But it was difficult to tell all of this initially because she has such a camaraderie with her clients that Tink, I was unclear as to whether I was like, he must be a friend. Like it didn't make sense that he was a client at first.
Right.
Okay. So takes a bath with Barnacle Bath Bob. Now we cut to she's at a salon and we learn that it's her mom's salon, or at least she works there, has a chair there. And her mom is like doing her hair and she's sitting in her mom's chair and we just see that she's like flipping through couches. And she just, while she's sitting in the chair, just like buys a $5,000 couch.
Yes, girl.
Yeah. And I was just like, Mama is bringing home the bacon.
Let me find that FGL.com.
Right?
FancyGirlsLive.com.
Fancy Girls Live. So she, you know, her mom is like, so when are we going to meet this new boy that you've been talking to? And she's like, not yet, Mom. Because he's not a boy, he's a client. And she like doesn't want to say that. So she just, you can tell that she lies to her mom, but she doesn't lie to her brother. Her brother is about 16 or 50, 16 to 50.
16 to 50.
No, we know he's 16 because he talks about his 17th birthday party coming up. And she starts texting with this dude and like is charging for nudie pics. And she like is taunting her brother about it because she's like, you want to see the fucking dick pics I get all day? And he's like, no, don't show me that. And she keeps talking about her rank. She's really concerned with like moving up her rank and breaking the top 50. That is like her goal. And
we've all got goals in life.
Yep. All gotta keep you on your toes to get
2019
those
goals.
Those goals.
And I'm gonna make them happen.
Also,
gold goals.
Can you please
making them happen?
Explain to me why my mouth is apparently your mouth right now. Because I cannot say a single word correctly.
Welcome to my life.
Now we cut to her at the 99-cent store. And she's got a shopping cart and she's looking around and she accidentally bumps into a girl that's on the floor like cleaning something. She just didn't see her past her cart. And it's an old friend. But it's a very awkward conversation because she's like, how are you? And the old friend is like, oh, I'm good. You know, just working at the 99-cent store. She's like, gosh, you look so pretty. And Lola's like, thanks, you know, and just like you can tell that there's like a jealousy, but also like they probably were best friends at one point and now don't really hang out anymore. And why is that? And blah, blah, blah. So then she looks, the old friend leaves. She looks over like the shelves and she sees a guy staring at her and it's Tinkle Boy.
I was just thinking how weird it would be to maybe see these people in real life.
Yes. So what does she do either immediately or eventually? It's up to you how you want to answer. And then what do you do?
He is looking over an aisle or something?
He's staring at her, but like hasn't approached her. He's clearly like, looks like he's peeping Tom.
Have we made like eye contact?
Yes.
Like clearly.
Yes. They made eye contact and he kind of like was like, like, she saw me.
Oh, okay. Fuck. I really wanted to ignore it and put a blanket over it.
Okay.
But I don't know that I can do it if we made eye contact.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? I'm just going to ignore it and put a blanket over it.
Okay. And what does she do?
I think she's going to confront him. But at some point, just be like, hey, Tink.
Yeah.
Not confront in like an aggressive way, but just...
Oh, okay. No points for you. So
wait, did me explaining it
points for you.
further
Yeah.
say it? Okay,
Yeah.
confront him.
No.
Confront him.
No.
I'm to speak to him in any way, shape, or form is what I meant.
She doesn't do it in the store. She doesn't confront him in the store.
You said that I could say it at
So are
any
you
point in
saying
time.
eventually she confronts him?
Yes.
All right, then.
God, you're such a bitch.
You are such a little fucking arguer. Okay, so you get 1 point. So she sees Tink in the store, and she just gets scared and pissed, but kind of is just like more annoyed than I would be. I mean, one, I wouldn't be a cam girl in the first place because I just feel like the danger scenarios are high.
For sure, high.
For stalkers. So I guess like all of my answers when I was answering this was like, ultimately my answer is don't be a cam girl. But I was trying to like, okay, if you're a cam girl, how are you going to deal with this? If this is your income, if this is your source of income and livelihood, how would I deal?
Which there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's
but
not.
It is dangerous.
I could not do it. Like I would not want to be it. But of course, if that's what you want to do, more power to you. But there are a lot of opportunities where I feel like you have to be more concerned about your safety than the average person.
For sure. I would agree with that.
So she kind of gets scared and pissed, but more annoyed, I would say, because then we just cut to a scene with her in her regular bedroom, not her pink room. And she's talking to a friend, an actual friend, a girlfriend on a video chat. Her name is Fox. She's also a cam girl, we learn. And they're unboxing like all of the gifts that they get.
Shit.
And I'm
they
just
get so
like,
much stuff.
oh my God, they get so. I mean, most of the stuff I think is like stuff that you wouldn't necessarily want. I mean, I guess for her job, it's great. Like one of them was
it's
like,
all like sex toys.
it's
and
all
shit.
sex toys, but it's like you're going to use that for your job. Tax deductible, if you will. You can like probably like deduct like sex toys, tassels.
Oh wait, did they buy them though? I thought they were like gifts from guys.
No, I was just saying like all of the shit she would have to buy, she can deduct that from
you
her
would deduct-
taxes.
Of course.
That's awesome. Anyway, so she's like showing all the gifts that she's getting, and she keeps declining requests from Tinkle Boy, but not really saying anything, just kind of being like, ugh, and like hitting decline on her phone as she's talking to her friend through the computer. And they start brainstorming together about how she can maintain her rank and then also make it into the top 50. Mm-hmm. And Fox is like, you should do a show. And she's like, I have my rules. I don't do public shows. I don't tell guys I love them like you do. And I don't fake my orgasms. Those are my rules. And
I don't do public shows.
I didn't know what that was either. You'll find out. And her friend Fox is like, I'm telling you, like my friend did a show in the Vibratron room and her rank went up like crazy. And Lola's like, no, that thing destroys your hoo-ha. And I was just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we
does that
talking
mean?
about? What are we talking about? What is the live show? What is the Vibratron? Why is it destroy your hoo-ha?
Don't destroy your hoo-ha, girl.
Actually, I think she said clit. But like, yeah, I was
Don't
just like,
destroy your clit.
don't do any of these things. But I was just like,
Love your clit. Love your clit. Don't destroy that shit, girl.
Yeah.
You got a long life ahead of you.
And like, I just didn't know what we were talking about. And I just felt so uncomfortable. So I guess all of the girls, like what I'm understanding is like all the girls have a house where each room has like a different theme. So a public show is like public in the sense that it's like a joint show. Like some of the other girls might be there in it with you.
Oh, okay.
Is kind of what I gathered.
Right.
So it's more like a collaboration rather than just like doing your show in your little pink room. Yeah. So she's now back in her pink room and she's flipping through like all of these insane shows, like all of the cam room shows on this site on FGL, on Fancy Girls Live. And she like tells her cat to go away. She's like, I'm studying. So it's like, not only is she like doing her show, but she's also like studying the shows of the girls that are in like the top 10. Like she's an entrepreneur. Like, she's dedicated.
She sounds like an entrepreneur.
Yeah, like it's impressive.
Like she's
her
like a boss business babe.
Yeah, it's impressive. Just not something I would ever want to do. So Barnacle Bath Bob video chats in, and she hits a little charge button before she starts talking, and he's like, "Look what I got you," and it's a fucking hideous necklace, but I'm sure it was expensive. It's like one of those like really chunky necklaces that's sort of like a blonde 56-year-old divorcee in Baltimore would wear when she was like taking a break from her pearls.
I'm not up on.
Can you see it?
No, I don't know. It's very specific, and not a place I visit often.
I can see her in my head. I went to high school with her. Anyway, that's the necklace that he bought her. And she's like, "I hear you'll be in my neck of the woods." And I immediately was like, why does he know where your woods are? Like, why do any of these people know anybody's neck of woods?
Yeah.
Anyway, like, now I'm getting really anxious. So she says, "I hear you'll be in my neck of the woods. What do you do and what does she do?"
Wait, he says that?
She says, "I hear you, Barnacle Bath Bob, will be in my neck of the woods." What is the next thing that she says, does?
Do you want to meet up?
Okay, and what do you do?
Cool. What kind of fun tourist things are you going to do?
Yes. So you get a point because you don't meet up with him. And you also get a
what
point.
What are you with your family? Your wife? What are you and your wife doing? Cool.
Because she does meet up with him. And I was like, okay. And she says, "Take me out." And he says, "Great, I'll pick you up." Does she say yes or no to being picked up?
Does she say yes or no? Yes.
Okay. Do you say yes or no to being picked up?
No. I wouldn't even say that on an online date.
Yeah.
From like not a person that might be obsessed with me.
Yeah, it's insane. But he says it so nonchalantly that
although
it's like,
I guess I've gone to people's houses on first dates. All right. You know what? I don't know. I've survived.
Do you want me to take the point back?
I've survived the horror movie of my life so far, but maybe I'm getting better.
Yeah. So she says, "No, I'll meet you." And I was
correct
like,
answer.
Correct answer. And he's like, "Oh, okay. So we'll meet up at whatever hotel he's going to."
Someone actually just tried to do that to me.
Do what?
We were supposed to meet somewhere, and then he was like, "Actually, like I have a bottle of wine at my house. Like, do you want to just come here?" And I was like,
on a first date?
Yeah. And I was like, let's just meet at the bar.
Good job.
Thank you.
I mean, that's not going to work with your cam clients. Because if you really want to move up in the rank, you've got to make them feel special.
Yeah, but I guess, you know what? If it wasn't for this podcast, who knows what my answer would have been.
That's true. It's true. We're learning so much about ourselves and each other.
You just said words and never thought about what you were saying.
I know.
I was like, you mean about trying to stay alive?
Yes.
That's what we were doing.
Yeah. So Bath Bob is talking to her and they're like, "Yeah, I'll meet up." And then he closes the computer real quick because we see that someone has walked into his home.
Oh, shit.
And
I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew you were traveling with your wife.
Yeah.
Barnacle Bath Bob.
And he's like, "I don't want to," and puts his dick away real fast.
Oh, God.
Closes the thing. And then she opens up her calendar and like puts the date in her calendar. And she's got dates. Like, I'm like, this bitch is making that dollar for real. So
she's an entrepreneur business babe.
Yeah,
boss
she is.
business babe.
I mean, she's really playing with fire, but she is, getting paid. So another chat request comes in from Tinkle Boy and she declines and she's getting really annoyed. She's like, "Oh, leave me alone." So now she is setting up her pink room and it looks like it's date night. It's the show that she calls date night. And like, that's where I'm like, her themes are on point. Like, we see her calendar at one point and she's got like the whole March Madness week or month or whatever the fuck blocked out where she does like all themed March Madness shows. So I'm just like, she is really on top of it. And so this is date night and she's in like a cocktail dress and like candles are lit and she's got like a steak in front of her and like the place, it's the placemat is all set and everything. and she's talking to her viewers, and they all vote to have her take a giant bite of the steak, like without cutting it. And she's like, you guys, no, this is our classy date night. And the tokens just come like pouring in, and she's like, fine, I'll take a fucking bite of it. And so she like stabs it with the fork and like rips a piece of the steak off. And everyone's just like, whoa! Like it's all, yeah, just boners flying at her. And then flying
Been
out
there.
of her. Haven't we all? Okay, so her rank starts like going up, and she's like, ah! My rank! Oh my god! I can't believe. And I'm just like, oh my god, are guys really turned on by like some bitch just picking up a steak and eating it? Because I can do that.
Well, this is why I've thought about doing cam work, because I'm a hand model, which I don't know that we've ever talked about on here. Have we?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's come up, but
someone on another podcast like talked about us and was like, oh, and according to her Twitter or Instagram profile, she's also a hand model or something like that. And I was like, oh, we never talked about it.
I don't think it's ever like
it's more of a visual thing.
Yeah,
but
I also just kind of take it for granted now
because it's like such normal life to us. But I'm actually a professional hand model too. So I've considered doing that as cam work, because people say that like, no, you can like just like do anything with like your hands, and people will like pay money for that, which is totally bizarre to me.
So bizarre.
But again, I think I'd have to be an entrepreneur boss business babe about it.
Yes.
And like, I don't want to put my time and energy into that.
Yeah, exactly. Because the amount of work that she's clearly putting into this is a full-time job.
Like I would just like
full-time.
touch things and like bake a cake and make some.
But like even with that, like you'd have to find like where are these people going to watch this stuff, because it's all kind of like not underground necessarily, but it's not like you're going to post that on Facebook and be like, watch my.
No. Yeah, no. I was going to have
so
my
you'd have
own
to like
site.
find it.
Keith was my number one. He was going to be my manager on that one. He was like, we had a website was going to be KB Touches Stuff or something like that. Something. He's like, yeah, come on, we'll do it. kbtouchesstuff.com. And I don't even know.
Amazing.
We had a whole fucking thing that we would talk about.
Kim has really
drunk.
beautiful hands, and she tries to block my shot with them all the time when we film things together. It's fine.
I just caress your face. That's how I love you. I just can't help if they're so big and beautiful.
I was approached about.
They steal the show sometimes.
They do. I was approached about being a foot model from your crazy ex-agent.
Oh, right. You do have cute feet.
I do have very cute feet, but
that bitch was cray.
That bitch was so cray that I was like, no, thank you.
I was a Hollywood lesson learned.
Woo! Girl, remember when she showed up at our house?
I know. She was
I don't even remember, like, I don't remember the details of it or why she was showing up or what the fuck. I just remember, like, I was in my fucking pajamas and some bitch comes to my door being like, where's Cam? And I was like, who are you? And then somehow it worked. She worked it into the conversation that I had cute feet.
She was actually insane. It's so funny that she showed up at our house because she wouldn't even mail our checks to us. We had to drive to her home in Beverly Hills, up in like a fucking weird whatever house, and pick up our she couldn't send our fucking checks, bills. Did I say bills? Checks.
Yeah.
Our paychecks.
Yeah.
But yeah, she wouldn't mail them to us. She wouldn't just like put a stamp on it and mail it to us. We'd have to go get them.
Oh my God.
Yet she like showed up to our house for some lunatic reason.
And it was late. It was like 10 p.m. Like it wasn't like during business hours. Fucking crazy person.
Needs help.
But the moral of the story is my feet are super cute.
We're all crazy, but and your feet are cute. They're
super cute. I know.
And I think they might be a little too big.
Yeah, they're size 8. You told me that they were too big.
But yours look smaller.
I know. I look like I walk on cloven hooves.
Yeah.
They look much smaller than they are.
Why do they look so small?
I don't
yours
know.
look like a size 6, which apparently is the sample size.
Sample size, yeah.
But it's weird because like the longer and bigger my hands are, like, or not bigger, but like longer my hands are, the better they look.
hands.
I'm going to do Nosferatu on this podcast.
Oh my God, I would love it.
And then we're going to do so many hand comparison photos of me and Nosferatu.
Oh my God, I love it. That's going to be so fun. That's the best. Hey, were we talking about something?
I don't know. I think we were talking about my cam business.
Oh, right.
Because we're doing a movie about being a cam girl. If you want to get back into
Oh,
that.
that's right. I watched a movie. I totally forgot.
Right.
I totally forgot. Okay, so she's eating the steak, and everyone is going nuts, and they're like, "Take another bite," And so now she's just like picks up the steak with her hands, and it's just like ripping pieces of it off, and it's just like bling, 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 and she hits 50.
Yes, girl.
And she's like, "Oh my god!" And she's like, "Oh my god, we hit 50."
Lola.
Go Lola, go Lola, it's your birthday, go Lola. And so she like goes over to this thing where she like pulls down a lever and like glitter, falls out. She's like, yes, and she's so excited. And all of a sudden, it starts dropping, like free fall, and like all of these people are like exiting her chat room, and she's like, what is going on? But she doesn't want to like show the people that are still in the chat room because they can't see. I get the sense they can't see her rank.
Yeah, probably not.
Right. So she's able to still be like, oh, we're still at 50 while she's like seeing it plummet. And she's like, what the fuck? And she's like frantically trying to like get people to come back. And she's like almost crying. She's so upset. And she goes to another room to like see why it's dropping. So she goes to another room to see what happened, and there is another girl named Princess who's in her room, and she's going, come on, boys, we need to get Lola's rank to drop below blah blah blah, and then you can see me naked. So she was bragging.
That bitch.
Yeah, fucking Princess is a fucking bitch. So Lola is devastated.
So wait, she's in the same. Okay. She went into the room, the online rooms.
She's like, yeah. The online rooms.
Not in her home.
No,
Okay.
no. Online rooms. Yeah, anytime I say like she goes to another room, I'm talking about like in one of the other girls' rooms.
I feel like I've seen like places before that where it's like a big house of girls in camp.
You'll see that later. Okay. Yeah. So by the end of it, she's dropped back down to 59, which is like lower than she's been at any point in the movie.
A fucking bitch.
Such a bitch. So Tinkle Boy calls.
What a bitch. That is not how you fucking do in this life.
No, and also like
you don't need to put anyone else down.
Women. Like women supporting women. What the fuck?
You don't step on anyone else's back to get better. Fuck that shit. We can all. There's enough fucking abundance in this world for all of us.
We can all have our own cam businesses, ladies.
God damn it!
There's enough dildos to go around.
Love yo clit.
So she's super upset. Tinkle Boy calls her on her private number, and she's pissed now. Like, she's really pissed. She's like, why are you contacting me on this number? Like, how did you get it? And she's like, it's not okay. She calls him out on seeing him in the store, and he has some excuse about, oh, well, I got a job in your town. It's just a coincidence. And she's like, it's not a fucking coincidence. But she's pissed. Like, she's out for blood. So she calls Fox, hangs up with Tinkle Boy, calls Fox. And what does she say that she's going to do?
She says, what is she's going to do?
So she's super pissed about her rank, that it fell.
Right.
Fox had a suggestion. Why am I fucking helping you? Why do I always fucking help you? God
she's going to do a live show.
Yeah, she's going to do a fucking live show. God damn it. So, and then what do you do? And you can use your little entrepreneur brain.
Okay.
How are you going to get your rank up, girl?
How am I going to get my rank
and also not die?
All right.
Remember, you have rules. Well, I guess
I was going to say I'm not going to break my rules, I don't think.
Okay. And would your rules be the same as her rules? I think there would also be a rule of like, don't meet them. Probably.
Yeah.
That would probably be my rule. Like,
I think I'd have a not meet in real life
yeah.
rule.
And it's like, and if that means that I like don't get a big $50,000 bonus
well, that's what I'm saying. It's like you got to pick your rules here and there based on your things.
So what do you do?
But let's face it, at 18, my rules would be different.
Kim was like, rules? What are is that a drink?
I'd be dead. I would be dead.
Except you're not, like, you were 18 and you didn't die. Are you a ghost?
Yeah.
Am I talking to a ghost?
Kim hasn't been alive for 27 years.
I love Karen and Georgia. Be our friends.
The beep beep boop boop beep boop.
What are
I
your
was 18
rules, bitch?
and I lived, but I also wasn't a cam girl.
No.
I think that's where I was going. I mean,
Gotcha.
I am lucky that I haven't died
Multiple times.
so many times. When
Yeah.
I praise Goddess
Yeah.
every day.
I mean,
Thank
there was
you.
a
Thank you
couple
for another
years when we first moved out to LA where there were several scenarios where both you or I could have, should
be dead.
would have, maybe did die.
Yeah.
Maybe we're
also
both
in
ghosts.
college, and
Yep.
specifically Cancun for me.
Oh,
The
yeah.
fact I made it back from Mexico.
It was in somebody's carry-on, but she made it.
Surprising. So
You still have another point to earn.
What do I do? Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm not going to do the live show.
Okay. I think that is a good idea.
I'm
Because
clearly a
you
boss
kept your
babe,
vagina alive.
and I get to thank you. I'm a boss babe, and I'm gonna. I've got so many other things up my sleeve.
Yeah. Okay, so you got 2 bells because she is going to do the show and you aren't, which I think is a good choice. So now we're at the show house beforehand, and that this is where we learn that a bunch of the girls live in a big giant house, and there's
Okay.
a lot of different rooms in the house.
Yeah.
And
And this was
Princess-
anti her. She's doing it on her own.
Yeah.
She's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, and Princess comes in and taunts her.
Oh,
Fucking
this
Princess.
bitch.
Because I guess what Lola has decided is she's going to do the Vibratron, which I'm just like, my fucking vagina is like clenched right now. Like, I'm so upset about it. And
do we find out at one point what that means? Oh no, God,
So-
oh God.
Princess comes up to her before the show and she's like, I have a friend who lost all sensation on that machine. Too bad. I guess she'll just have to fake it and break one of your rules. And I'm just like, you fucking bitch. Like, just
my
go
God.
live your life. Like, just
what the fuck
stay
do you
out.
care what Lola does?
Get out of here. So,
It doesn't matter if she's fucking you.
yeah. So now she's in the room. And she's in the room with 2 other girls, Fox, and then like another girl who's running the machine.
Fox is doing it with her?
Yes.
That's a good friend.
She's in the... Oh, no. She's not hooked up to the Vibratron. She's just in the showroom with her, taunting.
Oh.
Yeah. There's only one person hooked up to the Vibratron, and that's Lola. And then there's another girl that's running the machine.
So taunting is going on online?
No. So Princess was taunting her
Okay.
outside of the room.
Okay.
Now, like the before show.
Okay.
Now we're in the show.
Or in the show.
And we're
Okay.
in the room. And there are 3 girls in the room.
online room.
The online room. But it's a physical room because
Right.
they're also in a house.
Right.
So we're in a physical room.
You need to
and
be
we're
more
also-
clear because you already said whenever I say room, I mean online room, and now
So,
you're like room.
so we're in a
room, and it's like in person, out of person. And I don't know where we are.
So there are 3 girls that are in a physical room together that are
Okay.
in a single online room
So it's
doing
our
a show.
girl Lola, the chick running the machine, and our friend Fox.
Yes.
Who's just there for mama support.
Yes.
Bestie
And-
support.
Well,
Just my catchphrase.
Just wait.
Oh, okay.
So Lola is like tied to a chair, like with her hands around her back. And like we don't see how it's hooked up.
No.
But we can hear how vibraty it is. And the girl that's running the machine, it looks like a giant like joystick from like a 1980s video game, like an Atari joystick. And it's just like she pushes it and it's just like and like she is vibrating. And it was so fucking
I don't like it.
it was so upsetting to watch because then
don't
Fox
like
is
it.
reading the comments and she's like, fuckboy just gave 10,000 tokens to turn it up. And, Barney just gave us, Barney wants you to shut up and like stuffs a cloth in her mouth. Like it was just really upsetting. And I think the most upsetting thing was you could tell that she was like in a lot of
pain.
discomfort, but she still has to act like she's into it.
Yeah.
And the longer the
I
show
don't like it
goes, the
so
more
much.
money she makes and the more she goes up in rank.
I don't like it so much.
Oh God, it was so upsetting. It was
this hurts my feelings.
so upsetting. So,
I have so many feelings.
what are your feelings?
I don't want to talk
Hopefully
about
they're
them. I don't
in your
wanna talk about
vagina
them.
because you haven't
They
lost feeling there.
They're definitely in my vagina right now, but also in my heart and my soul.
Yeah, and just like
don't feel
seeing
good.
her, it just felt very abusive. And
That's what it feels like. So I don't like it.
yeah, because you could also tell, like, if you have any sense of like understanding human emotion, like you
Right.
could tell that she was like not enjoying
Which
it.
we have a lot of.
Yeah, she was not enjoying it, but
actors.
these dudes were into it, and so I was like, oh, so you're into her being in pain.
Exactly. Yeah.
For
I
sure.
don't-
So she's now home in bed. We cut to her home in her own bed, and she's just super chill. It's kind of like the first time we've seen her super chill. And like if her pink cam room is incredibly curated, her room is there's nothing distinct about it.
Nothing.
Like there's
Yeah.
barely even sheets on the bed. Like she hasn't decorated it or anything. So I just thought that was like really interesting.
Super.
She clearly spends all of her time curating the cam room. And she kind of wakes up and she goes to log in on her laptop to Fancy Girls Live. And she can't log in. But as she's looking at the site, it says, "You're already online." And she's like, "What? I'm not, but I can't log in. I'm not online. I'm laying in my bed." And she's like, what the fuck? So she clicks on her room
Right.
and she
What?
is in
What?
a bathtub
What?
talking live.
What?
And she's like,
What the fuck?
"But that's not me." And she's like, "Is that an old show?"
Yeah,
like she's
yeah.
very, very confused. And then she hears something.
What the
And she's like, "Is someone there?" And she hears someone in her cam room.
No.
So she walks in and she's like expecting to see someone there. There's no one there,
Okay.
but the cam is on.
Okay.
And she is on the cam.
What?
And she's like, I don't understand. So she calls customer service and she says, "Hey, I think there's a glitch with my account. I think you guys are playing old shows." And they're like, "No, we're not." And she's like, "What?" And she like starts seeing, so this is where she's like in a bathtub, like doing a show from the bathtub with like bubbles and stuff. And she's like listening to what she's saying. And so she starts looking through her calendar. And what I ascertain is she's looking through her calendar to be like, when did I do that bathtub show?
Yeah.
Or did I do a bathtub show? Like she's very confused. So she's looking through, but that's where we kind of like see her calendar. Oh
God.
Tallulah.
The cat just jumped off a chair and I freaked out.
My little Halloween kitty.
I'm so scared now.
So this is where I saw like she had some impressive themes. Like she had one week where she did the 7 sins. Also, it shows that she does a show every night.
It's too much.
Every
That's
night.
too much, girl.
Every night. I can't.
You need some me time.
So
You gotta love yourself.
that is true.
Love your clit. Love yourself.
Now that customer service won't help her, what does she do and what do you do to try and figure this the fuck out?
Try to figure out like the camera. I'm gonna go up to like the camera computer situation a little bit more.
Okay. And what does she do?
Okay, here are my thoughts. Either the same thing and or like contact one of her clients or something to be like, "Hey, is this like, you know, something?"
I'll give you 1 point. Going from a technological standpoint, I think would be good. Like, I don't feel like she really like tried that hard with customer service. I don't. Tallulah, I'm recording something right now. I can't play with you, but you're very cute. So she actually decided what?
You're all right. Not really a cat person.
But these are your niece and nephew, Kim. Can you at least
I know.
not say that when they can hear you?
They're my top cats.
Thank
of
you.
Cats.
I appreciate that.
But that's
But
it's a low bar.
it's a low bar. Okay, so what she does is she signs in as the Mad Hatter.
Ooh, that's smart.
And she says, "This is me, guys. They're replaying old shows." Blocked. She's like, "What the fuck? Like actively blocked. So what does she do then?
Okay. Then she contacts someone.
So in the first one, she actively says, "This is me, Lola. They're replaying old shows." So she is attempting to
signs
out
in as someone else,
Okay.
and then just watches for a little bit to kind of, or calls them out on stuff or something, or I don't know, just tries to find more information.
Okay, and what do you do?
You know, I wouldn't have thought of that idea, but I really like the idea of signing
Okay.
in. Didn't know it was an option.
So she signs in again as Mr. Teapot, but this time,
Did you love that all of her names were Alice?
Well,
Alice in
her
Wonderland?
birth name is Alice.
Oh,
Yeah, her birth name is Alice. Lola is her screen name.
Katrin loves Alice in Wonderland.
I do love Alice in Wonderland.
So she goes in under another account as Teapot, but this time she doesn't try to like break the fourth wall like she did with the first comment.
Yeah.
I think she just says something a little bit more benign.
Like participating, like trying to
little-
be like normal.
Yeah,
kind
a
of
little
person.
bit more. And this time, Lola, not Lola, says, "Hello, Teapot." So then she knows it's not a replay. She just responded in real fucking time to her. And she's like,
What the fuck is going on?
So now she's talking to her friends at the physical house where all of the physical rooms were that she did the show in the night before. Okay.
Yeah.
She's talking
Does
to
the
her friends.
Vibratron make you a weird ghost double person?
It makes you a double
fuck?
ghost person.
A gobble dose
A
person?
double dosed person. It vibrates you into a million entities. Whoa. That would be weird. So she's talking to her friends, and all of her friends are just kind of like, I don't know, it seems like a glitch. Like nobody seems that worried.
What
and
the
I'm
fuck?
like,
More than a glitch.
It's an
We-
actual,
you
like,
did a test. You did the teapot test.
Yes, we did the teapot test. So Lola, not Lola, is responding in real time. Like she's like, look, she responds. And Princess comes out of her room and she's just
Fuck
like,
you, Princess.
Fuck you, Princess. And she's like, huh, weird. Like just nobody is taking this seriously. Now Lola accuses Princess because she's like, did you do something? Like I did a show here last night. My laptop was like, what did you do?
Right.
And Princess goes, I mean, it seems like a lot of trouble to steal your account, find someone who looks exactly like you, and clone your room. I mean, if you were going to go to that trouble, wouldn't you do it for someone who was at least in the top 10?
Bitch. Oh, she's such a bitch. I hate her so much.
Such a bitch. So,
Oh, I'm sending her so much love because I'm sure she hates herself
bitch,
more.
I'm not sending her no love.
Uh,
So now she's at the
But also I hate
DVD store. Did I say DVD store just then?
DVD store?
I did say DVD store.
I don't know what you said.
Okay. It's weird.
I was probably going to have to ask you to reiterate because I don't know what you said.
She was at the DVD store.
The DVD store?
Yes.
Where you buy DVDs?
Correct.
The things that
Are
no one
obsolete
uses
now.
anymore?
Yeah. And we kind of get the sense that she doesn't come from a lot of money, which
Originally.
I
would have.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
So she's at the DVD store and she's on the phone with customer service
Are
again.
we in today's time?
Yeah, we're in today's time.
But she's at the DVD store.
What
DVD store?
Beats the fuck out of me. There are places that sell DVDs, I guess. I
And
don't
only
know.
DVDs?
Yeah, I only saw DVDs in this store.
I mean, you find me
I don't
one.
know what to tell.
Someone send me where I can buy only DVDs.
Where can you buy only DVDs?
There ain't no Blockbusters no more.
Yeah, it was
There's
weird.
literally, I think, only one left. If not, it just closed and it was in Alaska.
Yeah, it was
There was
fucking
one
weird.
left.
But she's grabbing up a bunch of physical DVDs. And
But
she's
at like Best Buy?
No, it's not a Best Buy. It's not a Target. It's present day. They are DVDs,
It's a
and
mom
she's
and pop
buying them.
DVD store.
A mom and pop DVD store.
I mean, good for them for still being in existence. They must. They're also boss babes.
they are boss
They're
DVD
entrepreneur boss babes because they're doing something right.
DVD moguls.
Somehow they stayed alive.
So
We need to follow them.
Yeah.
They stayed alive.
DVD store staying alive. So now she's on the phone with customer service again. And she's like, let me give you my access code. Like now she's not just calling regular old customer service. She's calling like the deep
Let me
dive.
talk to your manager and your manager and your manager.
Like the
fucking
deep
help me.
dive
Yes.
customer service.
Right.
And they're like, can we have your access code, please? She gives them her access code, and the customer service guy is like, we don't have an access code that an account that matches that access code. So now
What is going on?
she has a fucking account she's locked out of. They can see that she has an account.
Losing my mind.
And there is now her access code doesn't work to that account. So she's like, what the fuck? But now the customer service guy is getting salty with her because as far as he's concerned, she's someone
This is not a real
this
fucking
is not a
per-
real
this is not a real
fucking
account
person.
So fuck you.
So he's like, I can't talk to you anymore. Like, I don't have any way to verify that you're who you say you are. And like, I would imagine that there's a lot of
Yeah,
like
of course,
security
they
you
need
have
to
to
be
go through
safe.
for these things. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So she's like grabbing a bunch of DVDs at the store and is
what
frantic.
kind of DVDs?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know what kind of DVDs are.
doesn't
She just
come up
grabbed
later?
them. No. I'll tell you. She was buying them for her brother's birthday.
Okay, that's all I needed
But
to
I don't know what the DVDs were.
Okay, well, there's a reason. I was like, is she doing it for research? Like, because to me, her livelihood is
She
like
uses
being
them for target
ripped out from
practice.
under her, and she's at the DVD
And
store
she's gonna-
shop grabbing a bunch of DVDs.
She's going to sell all of these DVDs for a markup on eBay.
I needed to know.
Yeah.
But
So
it's for her brother. That makes sense.
can you turn your phone
Oh my
off?
God, I'm sorry. My sound was on.
So now she's like super frantic, and the customer service guy goes, ma'am, can you bring it down a notch? And then fire came out of my earballs because I was like, that's so condescending. So now she gets to her mom's salon, and her mom's like, you look terrible. And she's like, thank you.
Thanks,
And she's like talking to her mom, and she's like, you're going to be at your brother's party, right? And she's like, yes. And then Tinkle Boy comes in the door with flowers.
Oh no.
What do you do, and what does she do?
I mean, at this point, I've okay. All right. This is hard because he's clearly obsessed and stalkery right now.
Yeah.
But also my livelihood's being ripped out from under me, and
Yes.
I need information.
Yes.
So, oh fuck. I'm gonna talk to him.
What does she do?
I think she's desperate. I think she's gonna do the same. God damn
So
it. Who's right?
you're right.
All right.
Because
I wasn't sure if she was like still like go fuck yourself.
she does physically speak to him, but
Right,
it's
but
it's to say go fuck
Go
yourself.
fuck yourself, yeah.
And I'm with you. He's definitely stalkery. I get it. But what he says next is, what do you mean you told me last night that you want me in real life? That's why I'm here. And she's like, I didn't talk to you last night. And she's like, you need to go. And he's like, I'll always be there for you. But I'm like, this is where you would go, okay, you talked to me last night?
Let me find out more.
dive deeper into this. So that's why I gave you a point and not her a
Follow-up
point.
questions.
Yeah, follow-up questions. Don't fucking Icarus age this shit, Lola. Like, fucking ask a goddamn follow-up question. So she grabs the flowers, like he thrust the flowers at her. Like she wasn't
Right.
like, thank you. But she's like, get out of here. And her mom is then like, who's that? And she's like, no one. So as the mom, what does the mom do? And what would Mom Kim do?
Wait. Thrust flowers at her.
And she just like walks into the back and she's like, it's nobody.
And then she
What-
says, who's that?
Yeah. What does Mom do? And what does Kim Mom do?
I don't know why either one of us do anything. Does it involve her or him?
He's gone.
Oh, okay. He's gone. What?
Your daughter
Do
just
I-
had a heated conversation with a very tall man who thrust flowers at her. And
Okay.
she now seems agitated.
He's a very tiny person in my brain.
No, he's very tall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mom Kim really likes to talk about feelings and being supportive of everyone. So she's going to go talk it out.
Okay.
That mom, I think pushes the issue further. Or okay, wait.
You get 1 point.
For who?
For you, because you asked a fucking follow-up question. The mom does not ask a follow-up question. And she's just like, that's weird. And I'm like, this was a very scary...
That was going to be the answer I switched it to before you immediately took
I'm
my
not
answer.
letting you switch
I said,
answers.
I said, okay,
I'm
wait.
not letting you switch answers
I
anymore.
literally was just talking it out. I let you talk it out all the time. I was talking it out. I didn't give a final answer. And then you just took it away from me.
I did. I took it. Just think of this as payback for all the times when I've basically given you the answer.
I'm counting myself with an extra point for this one.
So
whatever number you tell me, I'm going to do plus one.
You're going to do plus one. So she asked no follow-up questions because she went to the Nick Cage Detective School Academy. Yes, you would ask a follow-up. You'd be like, what's wrong? You seem really agitated. Who was that guy? Why are you so upset? Do you feel unsafe?
You would ask that way.
Yes, because I'm a thinking, feeling...
I would be like...
maternal person.
Yes. And then your daughter would come to Aunt Kim to be like, my mom won't get off my back. I need someone to talk to.
Well, your kid comes to me and goes, can you make me some food?
What? Do I not feed people?
I don't know what you're doing with your kids. You're asking no follow-up questions. Do you know when the last time is that they ate? I don't know.
My kids eat food. What are you talking
Kim has
about?
no kids, you guys. Just so we're clear. Kim has no children. I also have no
but
children.
If I did, I guarantee you they ate food.
Well,
recently.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Whenever they wanted to.
I fed them right before I came over.
They eat food when they're supposed to eat food. They probably eat too much food.
So
I don't know how to feed a kid. Hopefully they eat food. I don't know.
I handed them a box of cereal before
They
I
had
left
spinach. They had a bowl of spinach.
bowl of milk. A bowl of spinach and some milk. I was just picturing them pouring the milk into the spinach.
That's what it was.
So now Lola is had it. She's now just sitting in her pink room staring at her cam that Lola Not Lola is on. And she's just like, what the fuck?
This is, I feel that.
Yeah, she just feels like helpless.
I'm in.
And so now she tries one more time to sign up, like with a new account.
Okay.
And I guess what you have to do is like take a picture of your ID like next to your head and
To be
send
like,
that
I'm
in.
a real person.
And she gets a message back immediately that says, ID already on file. And she's like,
What the fuck?
So she starts watching old videos. And then she sees that Lola Not Lola... No, maybe she didn't start watching old videos. This is happening simultaneously. She's watching old videos, but she's also still watching Lola Not Lola.
Okay.
I may have just mixed something around. That's fine. So she's watching Lola Not Lola doing a show from a library. And I've seen these before. It's like where some fucking cam girl goes into a library and she's like, this is so naughty. Oh my God, somebody's going to catch us. And then they go fucking masturbate in the stacks.
Okay.
You know, been there. No, I haven't.
You have seen that before?
It's like a thing. Like
I didn't know it was a
yeah,
thing.
it's like a thing. So
I didn't know it was a thing. Should I be doing that?
yeah, you should be masturbating in the stacks. But this is where Lola starts to feel like really violated. And it was weird because like she's being impersonated.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it felt like Lola was being violated. Like she wasn't masturbating herself.
Yeah.
But like people were watching her. Like it just, it was very
absolutely.
weird.
I had a question. This might be gone. Okay. Go on. It'll come back.
So now we cut to her brother's birthday party and her mom is like, you're late. And her brother's like, you're late. And she walks in carrying like a cake or some shit. And his friends are all sitting on the couch watching something on their phones.
Oh, no.
They're watching the library feed.
Oh, no.
And she walks in and they're like, what are you watching? And they're all just like, giggle, giggle, snicker, snicker. Boners hitting them in the face. So that's how boners work, right? So her mom and her friends are like, so what do you do, Alice? How do you afford that new place? And she's like, oh, I do.
Who's asking her that?
Like her mom and her mom's friends.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, I do web development. And they're like, really? What kind of web development? And she's like, freelance stuff.
Right.
You know,
right.
like, but
Yeah.
these old ladies, they're like, oh, sounds professional.
Cool. Computers.
And then the 99-cent store friend is there.
Oh.
And she's like, hi, Alice. Like, I get the sense that they were best friends when they were 10.
Right.
You know, and now
She like
they've drifted
lives
apart.
next door or something. Like,
Yeah. Drifted apart because now she's like, you know, fucking cam girl. And the girl's like, can you take a picture of me in this outfit? And she like takes a picture and she's like, oh, I look so fat. And Lola's like, no, you don't. You look great. Like, it was just kind of like a little snippet. It doesn't really ever come back, but it was just like seeing the juxtaposition
Dynamic.
of the two women.
Yeah.
So then the brother busts into the dining room and he's beating the shit out of somebody. He's beating the shit out of the kid.
Shit.
Who had the phone that was watching the library feed.
Right.
He drops the phone as he's like punched.
No.
Everybody sees.
No.
And how the fuck does she explain that?
So
Like, she's
was
like,
this a live feed? So it's still going on?
yes,
or they're
but I
like
think
watching
you
a
can go
replay or
back
something?
and watch old shows, I
okay.
think. Like, I get the sense that you can go back and watch old shows. But also we know that she was late because she was like studying this live feed. So it could have been that she was like watching this live feed and it was like, fuck, I have to go.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
I think that
so that
was-
way it was like still almost live in like a weird fucking way.
That's what I'm thinking it was. Yeah.
That's another reason why I've thought about like, for me personally, cam stuff and like porn and things like that. Even I don't know that I'd actually be able to do it, but like if like one of my brothers
Yep.
came upon it,
Yeah.
oh my God,
I would just fucking implode upon
I would
myself.
just like shrivel into a non-existent person.
dust ghost.
Ghost. Yeah.
Me too.
Oh,
I would just dust ghost
just be so
everywhere.
hard.
So she's like, I was going to tell you. And everyone is just like quiet. And then the mom's like, we have to do the cake. And so everyone is just like,
no,
happy birthday.
you don't have to do it in this moment.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right now. There's no like ticking bomb in the cake.
There was no time limit.
You could wait a minute, a sec, and Lola leaves because she's just fucking humiliated. So now she's just watching Lola Not Lola shows like obsessively. And Lola Not Lola is moving up in rank like crazy. She's in the 30s now.
That bitch.
Yeah. So Lola, which is also, I'm sure, hard because she's like, I couldn't.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So Lola signs in as Teapot, and Lola Not Lola is like, hi, Teapot. And Lola writes, hit yourself. And so Lola Not Lola is like, oh, it's spanking time? So she just like flirtatiously like spanks herself. Votes are going up like crazy. Money is pouring in. And Lola's like, no, that's not hard enough. So she's like, oh, you want it harder? So she goes to her trunk because it's her trunk. She knows what's in there. And she pulls out a paddle and she like hits herself with the paddle. And Lola's like, you're still not doing it hard enough. Flog yourself. So she goes over to the trunk that she knows what's in the trunk because it's her trunk. She pulls out like a cat o' nine tails, like a floggy thing.
A cat o' nine?
It's called a cat o' nine tails. It's like a whip. It's like the thing that priests would flog themselves with in the Gregorian era.
Right. Okay.
But
it's
it's
like a
called a
whip
cat o'
with
nine.
many strands.
Yes. Yeah. It's called a cat o' nine tails.
No one knows that.
I know that. No
one else knows that.
I heard
Does
it on a
anyone know
DVD that I bought at the store. So
They've got an entire DVD about it. Factually, you can learn all about cat o' nine tails.
So then Lola is getting out her credit card to get her to hit herself harder. But then Lola Not Lola pulls out a gun from the trunk.
Whoa.
And she's like, is this what you want? And she's like, $3,000 for me to lick it. And bring, 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 bring. $10,000 for me to suck it. Bring, 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 bring. And then she's like, 50,000 for me to load it. Let's just load it. Now her rank is 27. And Lola's just watching, like, what the fuck?
Oh my
what the
God.
fuck? And she's like, 100,000 to make it explode.
What?
Bring, 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 bring. So now she's 22
What?
in rank. And she puts the gun in her mouth.
Oh my
Lola,
God.
not
Oh my
Lola.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And she blows her fucking head off.
What?
Blows her head off. In not a fakeable way. This was not like, you know.
Yeah.
And Lola starts screaming because she's just like, one, she doesn't understand. And then also, this is her, but not her.
Yeah.
So it's almost like she killed herself. All of her clients are going to think she killed herself.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, and this was not like the thing that you could, where you could figure out how she blew the back of her head off, like brains on the wall kind of thing. And she's like, what the actual fuck? Then Lola, not Lola, is now top 20.
Oh my God.
Gets up.
What?
She gets up.
Oh my God.
What does Lola do?
Regular Lola.
Regular. Not Lola, not Lola. Lola, not Lola got up. What does Lola do?
Fucking no. What do you
Well, what
mean?
should she have done when she immediately suspected? Why do I help you?
Okay.
When she immediately suspected her identity had been stolen, what should you do?
Call the police.
So what did she do? What do you do?
Okay. She calls the police. I'm going to call the police too. I'm just in shock. I needed time. I needed time.
It's really
Okay.
So she finally calls fucking
One
cops.
of my questions is, and this might not be addressed because you didn't mention it. This is my question, is that since all the ding-a-ding-dings are coming in,
It's not going to her account.
that's what I wanted to know.
It's not going to her account. Yeah.
She's like not receiving money.
Because how great would that be if someone was impersonating her and she'd be like, I'm going on
fucking
vacation.
go ahead,
Fucking
girl.
just
Do what you
whatever."
want.
Yeah. No, she's not getting any of the money.
Right, that's what it's okay.
So she's talking to the cops. They're at her house and she's like, she's online as me. Let me show you. So she pulls up the show and the cops immediately kind of like tune her out.
Yeah, because
She's
a sex worker.
Yeah, she's a sex worker. They don't care. And so one of the cops kind of like walks out of the room. Like, it's just like, whatever.
What a fuck you.
Yeah. And Lola can see that like she's lost them.
Yeah.
The other cop starts asking her questions about what she does. And he's like, did you ever meet up with these men? Did you ever engage in sex? She's like, no, I don't do that. And he goes, that's a shame. And she's like, excuse me? And he's like, it's a compliment. Come on.
What?
He asked, do you ever have sex with them? She says, no, I don't do that. And he goes, that's a shame. And she's like, excuse me? And he's like, come on, it's a compliment.
Oh, that. Oh.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Super gross.
Ew.
And he's like, listen, you don't want shit like this to happen? Stay off the internet. And they leave. So.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I apologize if I said sex worker and then I don't know if a cam girl is.
No, it's a sex worker.
Okay.
I mean, they're
it all
in
in
the
the
business of
same-
sex. I
Is
would
it
call
in
them
the
a sex
same
worker.
brand? I don't know.
Yeah. I guess if we said that.
But even that is a specific question of
Yeah.
like, oh, but like she doesn't have sex with people.
But she is
it
like,
in, the-
pleasuring herself
Yeah.
and things like that she's having sex with
Yes.
herself. She's in the business of sex.
It's business of sex.
If we
Interesting. I don't know.
offended someone, please tell us what we're supposed to call cam girls. I would assume that they're sex workers.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. And regardless, even if they're not, the cops put her into the same category as a prostitute. And the cops would say prostitute, not
Right.
sex worker.
Right,
So it's
right,
like,
right.
that is how they feel about her.
Right.
So she opens Lola Not Lola's show again. And Lola Not Lola is going, so what do you guys want Baby Girl to do to me? Baby Girl is another worker that we have not met physically, but she's in like, she's really high, top ranked girl.
Okay.
Super pretty, like long braids. We like saw like a glimpse of her in another room, at
Right.
another chat room at another point. And Lola starts looking back at old vids of Baby Girl. Baby Girl, all of a sudden she realizes she's using very similar language as some of the videos of Lola Not Lola. They specifically, there's one phrase where they're talking about how hot firemen are. And she's like, I don't need a fireman to put out my fire. I need a fireman to light it. And she's like, that Lola, not Lola, said that in her like bathtub video. Like, what? That's so weird. So Lola calls Fox and she's like, do you know baby girl? What is her first name? And Fox doesn't. She's like, no, I've never met her. And so Lola is now like, okay, I'm going to meet up with Barnacle Bath Bob at his hotel.
Oh.
And she's there and she's like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. And he's like, wow, those suicides are getting better and better. And he's like, come on up to my room. And she's like, nope, I'm really hungry. And I was like, good girl.
Yeah.
So he's super rude to the server. So I thought of you and I was like, well, I'm out. He's one of those guys that just like is super entitled and treats him like the help. So like when he comes up to the table, you know these people. When he comes up to the table.
I do know these people.
And he's like, hi, what can I get you? And he's like, steak, medium rare, keep the chips coming. Like just really like
disgusting.
Not treating him like a person. Yeah. So then they're talking and it comes up that like, he's like, I'm the guy who decides if you rank or not. But he's saying it in a way that's like blowing smoke up his own ass, like trying to impress her. And
because he like can give so much money, basically.
Because he can give so much money.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
I do not like entitled people like this.
He sucks. And she's like, so you know baby girl pretty well? And she's like playing her whole like,
yeah.
And he's like, how do you think she got to be top 10? And she's like, I'm kind of nervous to do a show with her. I mean, she's so glamorous, you know, buttering him up. And he's like, oh, underneath it, she just wants to know she can get a guy like me. First of all,
I hate you.
Also, I'm not trying to body shame anybody. I'm just saying he talks a big, big game. He's got money, but do you think he looks like Chris Hemsworth?
I bet he doesn't.
He doesn't.
I bet he hates himself.
Yeah.
I bet he hates himself a whole fucking lot.
Yeah. And he's like, if we're gonna go there, you're not conventionally handsome, son. You're not good looking.
Yeah.
Sir.
And regardless, you hate yourself.
Yes.
You don't like your insides because your insides are more ugly.
Yeah. So he's like, underneath, she just wants to know if she can get a guy like me. And he's like, what can I say? You girls love me. And I'm just like, barf. Oh my, yes. That was awesome.
Oh,
Kim and I both barfed together.
Barfed together at the exact same time. We actually projectile vomited onto each other.
So he shows. So she's like, you know baby girl pretty well. And he's like, yeah, I went to visit her in her hometown. And he's like, look at what we found in her hometown. He pulls up a picture and it's him standing with baby girl. And they're standing outside of Barney's Hardware because like his name is Barney. So he's like, oh, that's funny. Yeah. Hardware, Barney's Hardware. I got a big dick. So he's like, look at what we found in her hometown. She then is like, I got to go to the bathroom. What does she do in the bathroom?
What does she do in the bathroom? She uses her phone to call. She looks up Barney's Hardware in the wherever the fuck place.
And what do you do?
I do the same.
Yes,
yes.
That's exactly what she does. It was so smart. So she looks, where is Barney's Hardware? Because it's not like fucking Home Depot. It's clearly,
right.
You know. So she looks it up and she's trying to figure out where baby girl lives when all of a sudden Lola, not Lola, signs online. Now, fucking Barnacle Bath Bob.
Yeah, can see that shit.
Also sees that Lola, not Lola, signs online.
So what the fuck?
He gets pissed because it doesn't look like she's in her room. It looks like she's got like a really close backdrop behind her and she's got like kitty ears on. And he is like, how could my Lola be online at home when she's on a date with me?
Right.
And he like goes into the women's bathroom. Lola is in a stall. So like he's like talking to her through the stall, but he's in the woman's bathroom. And he thinks she's doing it from the bathroom. So he's like, let me see those cute little cat ears. And he's pissed because like basically I get the sense that like he considers this double dipping. Like when she's with him, she should only be with him. She's trying to stay calm. She's like, Barney, this is the women's bathroom. And he's like, you think you're the first girl that's ever tried to scam me? And he's like getting real aggressive. The server is now knocking on the outside door being like, everything okay in there? So this is just kind of a fun question because you're a server. What do you do and what does the server do? But like put yourself in the position that is currently happening.
So they're in the woman's bathroom and there's a man in there. And I know there's a man in there.
And the server is a man.
Oh, the server's a man.
So he's knocking on the women's bathroom being like, everything okay in there? What does he do? And what do you as a server do?
But you can hear that there's a man inside.
Yes.
Go the fuck in.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
What does the server do?
Okay. So he either goes in or he aggressively yells louder or
you don't get to do ors. You have to pick one.
This is what you do. I'm just being you right now. Why are you getting mad at me for being you?
Because I hate myself.
So I'm trying to talk out loud because otherwise I just sit and think in my head and then I'm sitting in silence for a long time and then you yell at me for...
Oh, that's true. I would yell at you for that more. That's true.
I'm not giving answers. I'm just talking it out.
Got it. Okay.
Fucking he goes in. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just giving it that because you're being a bitch.
Obviously you go in. He does not. He's like, oh, nothing's wrong. Okay, back to rolling napkins.
Okay, Dave, bye-bye.
Yeah. But I'm like, it's clearly agitated in there. I get that you're a dude. Go get a female server to go in if you feel weird about going in the bathroom.
Yeah, but also like when you work at a restaurant, you go into both of the restrooms.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just
I've been in the man's bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. Like it's...
And it's filthy in there, guys.
Get it together.
So
actually, most of the time I've been in a man's bathroom. It's just because I've been drunk at a bar. Not to like be with a man or anything, because I really had to pee. And the women's bathroom's always full.
So full. Always with the lines. So she tries to run out of the stall. Barney catches her and is like holding his hand over her mouth as he walks out of the bathroom. And she's like trying to struggle away. And he like tries to make an excuse where he's like, my wife just isn't feeling well. And like everyone is just standing around. Like it's her that gets away because she bites his hand and runs out of the restaurant.
The fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, you guys suck. Like this was not how you handle an emergency like this. So she gets into her car and she pulls out a pink taser. And she's like, making sure it's charged and like fired up. And then she leaves. Cut to Lola at home in her room watching Lola Not Lola videos again. Lola Not Lola and Baby Girl are doing a show together. Lola is looking up the real identity of Baby Girl while she's watching this, and she sees that Baby Girl's real name is Hannah Darren. Mm-hmm. Who died 6 months ago.
Oh God!
And she's like,
oh God!
What the fuck? And she starts seeing that like she was doing shows beyond 6 months ago, but she's been doing shows for the last 6 months. And she's watching one. Now, as this is happening, she then sees that Lola Not Lola and Baby Girl have walked out of the pink room and they're carrying a laptop showing the viewers like, here's a tour of my new apartment. And it's Lola's apartment. They're walking around in Lola's apartment. And so Lola's like, get out of here. But she's in her bedroom.
She's in her apartment as well.
Yes.
Currently.
She's in her bedroom. And then Lola Not Lola and Baby Girl walk into her bedroom. This is all, it's live. So it's like, it is live. And she starts showing pictures of like, and this is my baby brother, and like showing a picture of Lola's baby brother.
On the video.
Yes.
But no one is in her room.
No, she's in her room. And she's like,
but...
how are you in my room? I'm in my room.
Right.
So she's like, what the fuck is happening? So she's like, get out of my room. But no one's in there. So now she goes to her mom's house and she drives up and whorehouse is spray painted on the side of the house. And her mom comes out and is like, I guess people still think you live here. And she's like, I'll pay for it. And she says, I wanted to tell you, but I wanted to wait until I was in the top 10 and I was good enough. And her mom says, you are good enough. I watched it. And Lola's like, you fucking watched it? Like, she's mortified. And the mom's like trying to be cool. She's like, I get this whole female empowerment thing. She's like, no, that's not me. And she's like, I know it's not you. It's a performance. And she's like, no, it's literally not me. And she goes to show her, look, it's not me. She's live right now and I'm sitting with you. And of course, Lola is not online. So now she looks like a crazy person. The brother comes in, won't speak to her. Cut to her on a public computer researching Lola Not Lola and Baby Girl, a.k.a. Hannah Darren. Hannah Darren is dead. Cause of death, auto accident 6 months ago. She looks at all the girls she's done shows with, the Baby Girl has done shows with in the last 6 months, and she sees that they all have a common friend. It's Tinkle Boy. And she's like, what the fuck? So when you learn that Tinkle Boy is a common friend, what do you do and what does she do?
Oh, God. Fuck. I mean, fuck. She reaches out to him.
Is that what she does? What she does? What do you do?
Fuck. Okay. I get out of the cam business.
You know what? For sure. You definitely get points for that. So Tinkle Boy is a common friend. So she motherfucking goes to Tinkle Boy's hotel and just starts banging on doors. It's like one of those
like a
motels
motel?
where, banging on doors. And one woman comes to the door and she's like, have you seen a guy I'm looking for? He's tall, sweaty, very nervous. And the woman's like, try room 3. So she finds him. He comes to the door, tall, sweaty, and nervous. And he's like, I'm so happy to see you. And she's like, someone stole my show. He goes inside, tells him the whole thing. And he's so creepy. He's like, this is just a test for us. He's like, I'm your little helper. I'm your life helper.
No.
And
oh, God.
Whoever did this to you, I want to hurt them. And she's like,
no.
Thank you, Tinker. And then like he picks up a little, like one of those army green men. And I was like, Tinker Toy. Not Tinkle Boy. It was Tinker Toy.
Tinker Toy.
Anyway, mystery solved.
Tinkle Boy. Got it.
So Lola's definitely flirting and trying to manipulate him into telling her what the fuck is going on. And he's like, you know, who is she? And Tinkle Boy's like, you know, she knows your address. You should probably just stay here. I mean, when she gets on tonight, that's when we'll get to work. I'll take care of you, my chickadee. And she's like, okay. So what do you do? And what does she do?
So he says, we'll wait for her to
get online.
And that's when we get to work. So we have to be there with him. This is what it seems.
Should you choose to accept?
I mean, she does accept.
Okay. And you?
And I guess I've gotten back into the cam business. So what am I doing right now? I'm gonna all right, what do I do to stay alive? I want to get out again. It doesn't seem like it's going well or a good idea.
Yeah, don't sleep there.
No.
So the next scene is she's fallen asleep on his bed, not under the covers, but fallen asleep. And she wakes up because she hears something in the bathroom. She wakes up and she walks into the bathroom and she walks in on Tinkle Boy furiously masturbating to Lola Not Lola. So not only did he not wake her up when Lola came online, but he also is just aggressively masturbating at it. And Lola is like pissed. And he's like, no, wait, you don't understand. I was doing research. And so she tases his ass. And he's now on the ground. And she's like, I thought you were helping me. Like, what did you do? And he's like, it takes anything it can find of you online. And she's like, so you knew this was going to happen? And he's like, I can tell when a girl will be copied. And he's like, I don't know how or why.
It takes anything you can find of you online.
That's all he says. And she's like, and he's like,
a girl will be copied.
I didn't want to tell you and ruin what we had.
Hi.
So then she hears something and she goes into the bathroom. And now Lola is talking to Lola, not Lola, because the way that Tinkle Boy was talking was like a video chat. So it wasn't like she's doing a show. It was like a video chat.
Oh, yeah.
And so she walks in and Lola, not Lola, is like, hi, who are you? Where's Tinker? And she's like, oh my God, she doesn't recognize me. She doesn't know what I look like or what she looks like. And Tinkle Boy's still on the floor. So she leaves and Tinkle Boy loses it. He's like, no! So she goes back to her pink room. Okay?
Okay.
Lola, not Lola, is number 10 now.
Wow.
She sets up her room in a very specific way. And this is why I wanted to tell you what was in the room before. She sits at her vanity and she has set it up so that the cam and the screen of the cam are behind her. So it's kind of doing an infinity mirror.
Right.
But you can see Lola in the mirror, but you can also see her in the mirror forever. And Lola, not Lola's reflection when she's online in the camera. So like...
Oh, wow.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
So Lola decides to sign in as Mr. Teapot. Lola gives her $10,000 to be in a private chat room with her. So like not do the show anymore, but not a private chat room, to let her image be part of the show as well. So now it's a split screen and then also the comments of everybody. And she gives Lola, not Lola, $10,000 to do that. And Lola, not Lola is like, sure. And Lola says, let's play a game to see who does it better. So now all of the commenters can see Lola sitting at her vanity, the image of Lola forever, infinity mirror, and then Lola, not Lola, reflected, so that there's no way to like do like some sort of trick photography. Right. And everyone is flipping out. They're like, twins? Like, is this pre-recorded? Like, and everyone's losing it. And she's like, let's see who does it better. So they're just kind of doing like sexy little things, like blowing kisses. Lola, not Lola, is winning. And so Lola, not Lola says, my prize is that I want you to strip. So Lola's like, okay. So she takes her clothes off down to her underwear. And she sits in the vanity chair. And now Lola is in the lead. And so she gets to say something. Yeah. And she says to Lola, not Lola, you stole my face and now I'm going to take it back. Ooh. The commenters don't know what's happening. They're just like, good show. So what does Lola decide to do that she's going to have Lola, not Lola, copy?
She has her do something that she can't tell the difference of. She's gonna have her,
and you'll get to come up with your own thing too, obviously.
I don't fucking know. It sounds like she's really going down a smart path here, and I don't know. I've already gotten out of the cam game.
You're like, I'm not even in the room. I'm not doing
really
this.
Hard for me to. Okay. It sounds like she's very creative and know where she's going with this, and I'm not on the same path.
Tallulah, I would like you to not.
Tallulah almost broke your one glass.
Oh my God. Tallulah, if you're the one who breaks my glass, we're going to have squabbles. No, we won't. You can't do anything wrong, my baby.
Okay. Okay. She says, okay, why don't you kill yourself? I don't know. That's all I've got. I don't know.
Okay. So no points. So what she does is Lola slams her face down onto her vanity. Whoa. Like breaks her fucking nose. Like it's
Okay,
off the side of
okay,
her face.
okay.
Blood streaming down her face. And Lola, not Lola, glitches. And all of a sudden, there's blood on her face. Lola's starting to like almost pass out. And the comments from viewers are saying that Lola is now beating Lola, not Lola.
Right.
Because they're like, what the fuck? And Lola, not Lola is like, you won. And like her nose is so fucking broken. So now that you're back in the cam business, Kim,
Right.
and you just beat Lola, not Lola,
Right.
what do you ask for?
I ask for her to meet me in a live show.
Okay. And what does Lola do?
She says to give me my show back.
Half a point. That was a half a ding. You get half a ding. What she says is, you have to give me anything I ask for, or, you know, your viewers won't ever believe you.
Smart,
like, that's
smart,
what
smart.
she's in the business of, you pay me, I do it, kind of
Right,
thing.
right.
So she says, give me your password. And of
Ooh.
course, Lola, not Lola, is like, okay, because all the viewers are like, fair is fair. And Lola, not Lola, like, it's almost like she can't not do what the viewers
like she
tell her
has
to do.
kind of
So then Lola, not Lola, does it. Lola logs in. It works.
And does she give it just to her in some weird secret
like
way, or she says it
DMs her,
online?
basically.
Okay.
It works. What does Lola do? What does Kim do?
She signs on.
She signed in. What does she do now?
Okay, so now she tries to turn it on and see if she can be live and if it shows up.
Okay. And what do you do?
Same.
No points. She deletes her account.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. So she deletes her account and I'm like, finally. So now she's just like insane laughing. Like that laugh where it's just like,
Oh my God.
Now we cut to her, you know, recovered, takes like the bandage off her nose. After all that, how do you decide to make money? And how does Lola decide to make money?
I get out of the campus.
And what does Lola do?
She stays in.
She fucking stays in, but creates a new persona. And her mom is like doing her makeup. And her mom's like, are you sure you want to do this? And she's like, yep. And she's like, but what if it happens again? And she's like, then I'll just create another one. And I'll just create another one and another one and another one. So the movie ends with her signing in. She's got a long blonde wig on and it's just her going. And she's ranked 60 trillionth, 65 bagillionth. And she's just like,
She's brand new.
hey guys, credits.
Wow.
So this is why this movie was tough. Because it's definitely creepy horror.
Yeah. Creepy.
But it's nobody dies.
Oh, nobody dies.
Baby girl is dead. And I guess Lola, not Lola, dies. Everybody else is alive.
Yeah.
And it's much more of like a thriller, a creepy thing. Do you watch Black Mirror?
I love
You
Black
love
Mirror.
That's what I thought. So it really was like a Black Mirror kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the horror was just like, honestly, for me, it was just like that cam world seems so upsetting.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't blame anybody that wants to do it. It just doesn't seem like a good job.
Yeah.
It just seems grueling. It seems like you can never take a single second off, you know? I mean, like, think about how, like, sort of butthurt dudes get, you know, when they're not paying you for nudie pics, if you like don't respond or like you hurt their feelings
Yeah.
in some way. Imagine if your livelihood depended on keeping them happy. So like they text you at 3 a.m, sending you a dick pic, you're expected to like look cute and send your tits back.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's just not me. That's just not me. I'm asleep.
Yeah.
My phone's on silent.
Yeah,
Do not disturb.
I'm number one. But it took me a long time to get here.
It did. But it's just like, it just kind of made me sad. It really did.
Yeah, no, it makes me sad too.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. When I saw how much money she was raking in, I was like,
Yep.
what do people want to see me do? I'll eat a fucking vegan steak.
I could hand some things.
I could hand you some things with my feet.
I could handhold things. Oh shit!
What if our channel
Did
is
we just figure it out?
me handing you shit with my feet?
Yes, hands and feet.
Hands and feet.
Hands and feet.
Guys, we are quitting the podcast and we're quitting the podcast and starting a hand and foot webcam channel.
You can find us at fancygirllive.com and we'll be KK hands and feet.
Yeah, it's really taken off, guys. So yeah, that's the movie. Let me count up your points. And we're back.
Yay!
So bitch,
What
out
I
of
got?
42 points,
42.
you got motherfucking 26. You got more than 50%.
Oh. I thought I did better, but that's still good.
Yeah. No, you did really awesome. Honestly, the points that you missed were things where it was like, no, Kim did not get killed. But like the shit that this
I
bitch
kept staying
did.
alive. It was hard to keep
I was
her.
like, she should be
hard
dead.
to keep on track with her.
Yeah. She made a lot of poor choices.
All right. I take it.
Yeah.
Give me some bells.
Bell it up. So it was good.
Yay.
It was like, we don't really give... I give it 3 dildos.
3 dildos.
3 out of 5 dildos. It was pretty good.
Cool.
It was pretty good. I think I was going in wanting something different. If I had been going in waiting for a Black Mirror episode, I'd be like, yeah,
You'd
probably
be like,
4 out of 5.
Yes, I'm into it, but
Yeah.
you're expecting something else.
Yeah, so it was good. So the thing that I wanted to say is we are going to be coming out with some merch, which we're really excited about. It'll be, kind of up and running soonish. Maybe even by the time you're hearing this podcast,
your
since we're
earballs,
recording so
maybe.
far ahead, maybe it'll be around. You'll always definitely be able to get it through our website at KimandKatStayAlive.com. There'll be a place where you can click on a shop and it'll take you to where merch is being sold. But if you guys have any ideas of sayings or things that you guys want, let us know, because we have things that we want to make for you. But if you have ideas too, we'd love to hear them.
For sure.
I know that I really want a Burp Smap t-shirt for sure.
Burp Smap.
So yeah. I guess
if you
that's
have any
it.
ideas, that'd be cool. Or if you're good at drawing,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I want to do some drawings.
Some drawings. So yeah, keep on keeping on. I've never said that before in my life.
That's not true. I'm pretty sure that's actually a normal statement. I think, keep on keeping on. And I don't know. Everyone's amazing.
I know. You guys are, we have the best fans.
I just feel like.
And we're just like baby Burp Smaps ourselves, and we
We're
can't
little baby
believe
Burp Smaps.
how much support we already have.
For little baby Burp Smaps, we've gotten so much support, and it's like growing for sure. And everyone's fucking amazing. Like the more I talk to everyone, like the more I'm just like, everyone's amazing.
Yeah, it's just so
Everyone
great.
fucking rocks. And I'm not being a fucking cam girl right now.
Kim's New
Being
Year's
legit.
resolution was to fucking have a cam channel.
We
that
all
she
know I don't do
started.
small talk. I don't fucking bullshit. I just fucking can't do
Fancy
it.
Girls Live.
No, everyone fucking rules.
Yeah, and
so thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it.
Yes, and so obviously don't forget to, if you haven't already, subscribe, rate, and review.
Share it with your friends. Tell the people.
Yeah, just so you know, podcasts aren't just like arbitrarily asking you to do that. For those of you that aren't podcasters, it may be like, bitch, why do you keep asking? It helps us show up in searches, and it allows us to sort of spread our reach further, because those rates and reviews rank you higher on iTunes.
Yeah.
All that kind of shit that I don't really know what I'm talking about, but that's the gist of it.
It's a little basic. It's a basic point.
It was basically what I'm saying.
You're picking up what we're putting out.
Yeah. So anyway, this has been Kim and Kat Stay Alive.
Yeah. Maybe. So until next week,
Stay alive.
alive.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Ghosted me.
I'm done.